While walking at the mall, a security guard came up to me and said, "Ma'am, is this child yours?" I was about to say no, but the kid looked at me with fear in her eyes. She nodded her head slightly and mouthed the words, "Say yes, please," while the guard wasn't looking. Something in her expression made me trust her instantly. "Yes, this is my daughter." I pulled her into a hug and felt her trembling against me. The security guard looked skeptical. He was a heavy-set man with a mustache who reminded me of Paul Blart. She was hiding in the dressing rooms for over an hour. Staff was concerned. "I'm so sorry. We got separated and she must have gotten scared." I rubbed the girl's back, trying to seem maternal. You know how kids are. He studied us both for a long moment. The girl buried her face in my shoulder and I could feel her heart racing against my chest. Finally, he nodded and walked away. But I noticed he spoke into his radio as he left. We didn't have much time. As soon as he turned the corner, I knelt down to the girl's level. She had dirty blonde hair and a messy ponytail, and her Pokemon Eevee t-shirt had stains on it. Dark circles under her eyes made her look older than she probably was. Her eyes kept darting around like she expected someone to jump out at any moment. "Are you safe?" I asked quietly. She shook her head. "There's someone who took my mom, and I'm scared they'll take me too." My heart started racing, but I tried to stay calm for her. I took her hand and noticed how cold her fingers were. "Let's go somewhere with more people, okay?" I led her to the food court where it was crowded and we'd blend in better. The lunch rush meant every table was full and the noise would cover our conversation. I bought her a slice of pizza and a lemonade, then found us seats near the exit. She devoured the food like she hadn't eaten in days. "Who took your mom? What did they look like?" I kept my voice gentle while my eyes scanned every face that passed. She wiped her mouth with the back of her hand. "The man said he was a cop, but he wasn't a cop." My mom knew something was wrong. "How did she know?" I asked while watching a man in a maintenance uniform push a garbage cart past us. The girl took a sip of the lemonade I'd bought her. Her hands shook slightly as she held the cup. "She used to be a cop. She said his badge looked fake and his uniform was wrong. The shoulder patches were for a different county and his belt only had handcuffs." "What happened then?" I noticed the same security guard from earlier standing by the Panda Express watching us. We were shopping for my birthday when he approached us. My mom grabbed my hand really tight and started walking fast, but he followed. She made me go into the changing room at JCPenney and told me, "That man is not a cop. Do not let them grab you by any means." Then I heard yelling, and when I came out, she was gone. When did this happen? I was already pulling out my phone to call 911. 3 days ago. She looked down at her pizza crust. 3 days? Where have you been staying? I tried to keep the shock out of my voice. My mom's car. She taught me where she hid the spare key under the wheel well, but I ran out of the snack she kept in there yesterday. The girl's eyes filled with tears, but she blinked them away like she was used to being strong. I was dialing 911 when she suddenly grabbed my arm. Her small fingers dug in with surprising strength. "He's here. The fake cop is here." My thumb froze over the call button. I looked around but saw only normal mall shoppers. Families with strollers eating orange chicken. Teenagers taking selfies by the fountain. A man in a suit checking his phone by the ATM. I don't see anyone in a police uniform. He changed clothes, but I know his face. He limps a little on his left side. And his shoes. My mom taught me to memorize details. Black dress shoes with a scuff on the right toe. She was practically hyperventilating now. "Okay, we're going to calmly walk to the bathroom. Then we'll figure out what to do." I abandoned the 911 call for the moment and grabbed her hand. We stood up trying to look casual. The girl stayed close to my side, using me as a shield from whoever she'd seen. The food court seemed bigger now and every face looked suspicious. We walked past the Chinese food place and I was just really confused. Just as we reached the hallway to the bathroom, she tugged my hand and was shaking. "That's him. The man in the blue jacket by Subway," she whispered without looking. I glanced over and my blood went cold. I saw the man's profile and knew who that was without a doubt. No, it can't be. Are you absolutely sure?" My voice came out strangled. The girl peeked around me, then quickly hid again. "That's him. He's the one who took my mom. He had a partner too, a woman, but I didn't see her face. In my head I thought, a woman? But that man is my husband. Full story link below.